Did you know that some of the foods you're eating are rapidly converting into sugar? Let's talk about it. 2 slices of bread have about 10 teaspoons of glucose. 100 grams of dry weight pasta or rice that when cooked is about a cup, it has the equivalent of 16 teaspoons of glucose. And the problem is there is no fiber in these high carbohydrate foods to buffer that glucose. And this is important because this rapid glucose breakdown affects your mood, energy, weight, metabolism, and hormones. That's why it's so important to avoid refined high carbohydrate foods. Always choose whole grain and add veggies to your carbohydrates. If you look at the graph, you can see that sugary foods and fruits, which are very high in sugar, spike blood glucose the most, followed by refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, and rice. It's no wonder whole grains, veggies, and legumes have a better blood glucose response. And here are some bonus tips to help your blood sugars. Eat a savory breakfast, not a sweet one, so eggs are better than just fruit. When you do eat sugar, have it as dessert after a meal, never on an empty stomach. This is because the foods that you ate prior to that dessert have fat, fiber, and protein that will help buffer that glucose. And I always recommend to have veggies as starters because that fiber is going to help buffer that glucose. Based on what we know about how each macronutrient affects blood sugars, it's better to start with a veggie, then protein and fat second, and starches and sugars last. And if you can go for a 10-minute walk or move a little in some kind of way, that's going to help muscles soak that glucose. And lastly, if you suspect you might have blood sugar problems, I recommend before eating have a teaspoon or tablespoon of vinegar diluted in a glass of water. That's going to help with blood sugars. The acetic acid from vinegar helps that blood sugar to not spike as much.